John Stepp from Saltwater Vineyard. I wanted to do a very quick video on where we're going over the next few weeks on Sunday morning. You know, the Bible is our holy scripture in a sense, as Christians. And there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of different opinions on what the Bible means, on how to apply it. I mean, you just look at the political climate and there's a lot of different opinions, right? Or, you know, and have you ever wanted something to help you with your everyday, with maybe parenting, wisdom for today of how we actually do life well? And this has been looked at throughout, the Bible has been looked at throughout the centuries as a source of wisdom, as a source of guidance, as a vital source of who we are and who we're becoming. And so I wanted to do a very quick intro to how to read the Bible and how to apply it today. So walk with me. We're going to go into this other room here in our new building, room number 4. Maybe we'll come up with a more fancy name later. So there are different ways to look at the Bible, okay? And these are ways that have been done throughout the centuries and are very applicable to us today so that we can be people of wisdom, be people of love, be people of God, and do the things of God today. And whether you're a Christian or not, this is hugely important because the Bible has influenced our society. I just finished a book called Dominion by Tom Holland, where he traces from Jesus till today the impact of Christian thought, specifically through the Bible. And it is amazing to see the different, freedom, love, charity that have become part of our society that simply weren't there previous to the impact of Jesus. So we're going to look at 3 different ways. I'm going to step back so you can see it here, of reading the Bible. The first is the interpretive. All right, so the interpretive is kind of like the way of reading of what was originally meant to the original hearers in their original context. This one takes some work, okay? It takes some time actually digging in, reading the Bible, studying the cultural context around. And it's very important. It's kind of like the redemptive history, okay? So how God was working throughout history and in people's lives. That's what was recorded in the Bible by a bunch of different people writing down like, whoa, God did this. And so studying that in its original context is really important to then be able to apply it to us today. And that's what I mean by devotional, is that this is how we are going to live this out today. So we have to understand a little bit of what the Bible was saying in its original context in order to be able to say, okay, this is what it means for today. Now we're going to look for a minute too at the prophetic. And what I mean by that is God's revelation to us today. So there is often times where God will just, in worship or in just out in nature or in church, where there's like, man, someone encounters the living God. And there's a change that happens. We study the Bible, we come to church, we do all these things in order to change and in order to be part of God's mission today and to love as He loves, to give as He gives. So this prophetic piece is hugely important. Now the interpretive informs the prophetic and not the other way around. It's a really important point. We'll get into it more over the next little while. The interpretive informs the prophetic, the redemptive history arc. This agrees with this. If this starts to inform this, like, oh, okay, I was creatively thinking about this, maybe that's God, and you start to inform this, things can get a little weird. So this informs this. And then, for both of these, it has to be applied. If we don't apply it, we lose it. It's like if I know all about Jenna, I know all the facts about her, I know her cultural context, I know her height, I know what she looks like, I know her personality, but if I never spend time with Jenna and actually live together in the same context, I'll never know her. Come to know the Bible. We'll see you the next few weeks.